Hey everybody, Ed here at KillShot SpearGuns. On today's Maintenance Minute, we are going to be touching up these spear guns behind me. This is a really simple thing that anybody can do, and I recommend you do it fairly frequently. So I'm going to get into that. Touching up your spear gun is pretty easy. You don't need a lot of equipment, and you can do it with a pretty minimal investment. I've got a workbench set up and a couple of gun stands, but you can do this on your kitchen table, an old towel, and some newspaper. So if you got your garage, just go out and use your workbench. I've got a couple of gloves. If I'm doing the entire gun, I always wear gloves because I really don't want that stuff on these. I've got some Q-tips for touching up some of the smaller areas, and then I've got a small brush because I'm really just doing some spot work. I've got a screwdriver standing by just in case I have to remove a part or a component. I've got some Starbright Teak Oil here. This stuff is great. It does a phenomenal job on touch-ups, and it's actually what we sell in our kit. I also have some Watco Teak Oil Finish, which is a little bit different, and it's one of the products that we use on our guns when we originally put the finish on the gun. The last thing you're going to need is a little bit of paper towel, and you're going to use that just to wipe everything down or clean up any messes. And that's pretty much it. As we can see here, we got 3 different spear guns that are showing various signs of age. This guy is a year old or less. This one is 4 years old, and this one's 4 years old. The difference between the 3 is that 2 of them are taken care of and 1 of them isn't. So an area where you're definitely going to get scratches, you can see like right here I've got a bunch. That's from my swivels. Now I know they're not lining up, but that's because I just changed the shooting line on this gun the other day. But in order to get rid of these, just like before, we're simply going to put a little bit of teak oil on there. Let it sit for a second, and then wipe it off. Look at that. Those scratches are gone. So it's pretty easy to maintain the spear gun, provided you keep up with it. If it gets away from you and you want it to look beautiful, give me a call and we will get you set up to drop it off one day, and we will take care of the maintenance for you. All right, you can see we got a couple of little scratches here on my blue water gun. I'm just going to take a Q-tip that I dunked in some teak oil, just kind of run it down along the gun. Just kind of cover these spots up. Set that down. We'll let it sit for a couple seconds. Just wipe it right off. Look at that. So all those little dents, you can still see the dent itself there, but we've protected the wood. So if you keep up with your maintenance, your gun will look great for years to come. So, and you don't have to be real meticulous about it every time you go, but I tend to touch my guns up pretty frequently. You know, I like them to look nice. So I'll go through and just kind of rub them down with a little bit of teak oil. Any place that they get a couple of nicks and dings. So anytime you use any kind of a holder to store your guns while you're running, you're going to wind up with little vibrations and scratches and stuff like that on the gun. So all I've done is just kind of touch these guys up real quick. Just come right back in, and look at that, good as new. So you can see there's a little bit of wear in there on the wood. We got some wear on the front end, so we'll just paint this dude up. A little bit of teak oil. I like to get it in the slot. We'll just wipe it down. Nice and simple. Make sure there's no excess coming out of the band slot or anything like that. But there we go. That's how she looks now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's segment. If you did, please like and subscribe. We can always use the big thumbs up, and I do enjoy seeing comments. I don't always answer them, but I enjoy seeing them. You guys get out there, dive safe, be wet, and shoot lots of fish. We'll see you soon. All right, I know what you all are thinking, that I didn't want to address this gun. Check it out. A little bit of teak oil. We're going to let it soak in for a few seconds, and then we're just going to wipe it off. It's going to look great. You do that to the whole gun's going to look great. And if you take care of that gun, it's going to take care of you. It's going to put more fish in the box because a gun that's taken care of performs better. You guys get out there, go get some fish. I'm going to go get dinner myself. Y'all take care.